What's up, everybody? Dog 985. There's levels to this. I got a quick video for you guys tonight. Listen, luxury in gaming. This thing has been bothering me for like the past 3 days now, past 4 days. Ever since Nintendo released their whole Nintendo Switch 2 Direct and $80 games, and I see people defending this and some people saying that inflation and all this other stuff. I put up a poll on Twitter, and polls on Twitter are facts. But anyways, I put up a poll on Twitter pretty much asking, is gaming a luxury hobby? And the answer was yes, it is if you want it to be, or no, it is if you want it to be. See, regardless of how you answered, I was still going to be correct. I do not believe gaming is a luxury hobby. No, 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 no. That doesn't make any freaking sense. The arguments that gaming is a luxury a hobby out there, a lot of them don't even make sense. This is the worst one. The whole, it's not something that you need essentially, so therefore it's a luxury hobby. Well, by that definition, then every single hobby would be a luxury hobby because what hobby is a necessity? There's no hobby that's a necessity. So then every single hobby would be a luxury hobby. And then you see how stupid that sounds, right? So that one to me doesn't make sense, okay? Now, the other one is people spend up to $4,000 on a computer and another $2,000 on a TV. That's a lot of money, this and that. And yes, that's true. Gaming can be luxurious if you want it to be. If you want it to be luxurious, gaming can be luxurious. But gaming doesn't have to be that. Gaming can be whatever you want it to be. You can game on a phone the same way that you could game on an AK TV. You could cloud stream your game now. People were saying that for $45 you could get a Fire Stick in game, but now all of a sudden gaming is a luxury hobby. You see how this doesn't make sense? All because you want to go ahead and take care of a company that doesn't care about you. And this is what the point of this video is. You are in charge. You are in charge of how much they're going to charge for something, because all you have to do is not pay for it. It's not like gas. When the price of gas goes up, we could complain all we want, but we got to pay for it. It's not like we're not going to get gas in our vehicles, right? So that's different, because gaming is a hobby and not a necessity. We control it. We control whether or not it should be luxurious or not. And this is why this really bothers me. And it bothers me a lot. All of you people that keep saying that gaming is a luxury hobby, and you need to understand that gaming is a luxury hobby. You don't understand that I remember nights in New Jersey where I was about to go to bed hungry and I couldn't sleep. And all I would do is I would turn on Mega Man 3 and I would just play. And I would play over and over again, even though my stomach was growling, even though I was hungry. I would just keep playing until finally my eyes would start to roll back and I would start to get tired and I would go to sleep, because that would help me fall asleep. Just playing the game distracted me from the hunger that I was feeling in my stomach. Do you understand what that feels like? So for me, if you told me that gaming was luxury, if you told me that I had a luxurious lifestyle because I was playing video games, even though I was freaking starving, are you out of your freaking mind? I remember having to play video games, okay, in my living room with all the blinds closed, the shades off, in very low sound, because my mom had to go to work and she would have to leave me at home, me and my little brother. I was 8 years old and there was newborn baby at home. And all my mom would tell me, like, hey, don't open the door for anybody. If you hear anything, just whatever. And I remember just playing video games by myself, terrified at the time, right? Because I didn't know exactly what was going on. I remember my next door neighbor that had type 1 diabetes. I know what that is now, but back then I didn't know. I was in the doctor, right? But now I know what that is, right? And I remember that this dude would get everything for Christmas. His parents would bust themselves to try to get him everything for Christmas. And it's because they didn't know if he was going to make it to the next year. Okay. And I remember when he got a GameCube. I remember this. Next door neighbor to me, right? He had a GameCube. Oh man, everybody was like, damn, dude, you got a GameCube. That's what's up, whatever, right? Ain't nobody ever look at this kid and say, "Oh, you have a luxurious lifestyle because you got a GameCube." No, not a single person thought this. Stop saying that gaming is a luxury hobby. You sound stupid. If you want to spend money on gaming, by all means, you can make it as luxurious as you want it to be. But in itself, it's not a luxury hobby. That sounds crazy. If you went up to someone and said, "Oh, I'm into some luxury hobbies," oh, really? What? Oh, video gaming. They would look at you like you're stupid. Here's the reality. You want to call it a luxury hobby because you want to give excuse to Nintendo and Sony for doing what they're doing, and it doesn't make sense. Some of you might want to give excuse to Nvidia or AMD for charging what they're charging for the graphics card. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to be crazy expensive to play video games. It doesn't have to be. There's levels to this. You guys have been following me for a while now, right? I've been telling you that I've been a bargain bin gamer. I used to love going to GameStop, walking in there and seeing the bins that say buy two for 20, buy three for 20. How is that a luxury hobby? Like what? Like what? It is up to you. A game being charged $80. The excuse should not be, oh, it's because gaming is expensive. Gaming is a luxury hobby. No, 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 no. It should be Nintendo feels like they could charge for this, and let's see if the consumers actually buy it. If the consumers actually buy it, then it'll stick. The same way that the $70 thing stuck. You can't tell me that gaming is a luxury hobby when the most played games on the market are free to play games. Doesn't even make sense. Oh, but what about the hardware? Dog, you can play Roblox on the phone. You can play Minecraft on the phone. Yeah. For a while, you used to be able to play Apex Legends on the phone too, but they got rid of that. You could play Warzone. You can play Call of Duty though on the phone. Actually, Call of Duty Mobile might be more popular than regular Call of Duty. Don't quote me on that, but I think I saw that somewhere. Doesn't matter. The whole point of this video is this. You and I are in control. Remember that. Don't give these companies more ammo than they need to raise prices of stuff. Because then they'll be like, oh, the consumer already believes that it's a luxury hobby, so we're gonna go ahead and make it match their belief. So we're gonna go ahead and raise the prices of all this stuff. Don't do that. Don't give them that ammo. You and I are way smarter than this. Way smarter than this. Hey, if you're gonna charge me $80 for a game, it better be worth it. I better feel like I'm getting $80 worth of content, gameplay, replay value, all of the above. And it's not just because of inflation, and it's not just because the hobby is luxurious. That doesn't make any sense. Shout out to everyone that's been rocking with me on live stream. Everybody from the Dark Squad, that's right, you know who you are. Listen, only Dark Squad by name, but we're here to bring the light, so you already know what it is. Tomorrow is a very special day, right? Tomorrow is the day that he came back, he rose from the dead, conquered death. Say his name, Jesus. Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. We out. Peace.